Hi, I'm Chelsea. I go to the University of Houston and I'm a commuter. Sometimes I need a little bit of a relaxation time, so I go shopping like most people do. And actually in Pasadena we have a lot of different thrift stores, but today we're gonna go to a couple nice thrift stores in Montrose. This is the Montrose Market. We're passing by Pavement. We have Leopard Lounge down there. I've been to Leopard Lounge. I think it's really nice in there. Kind of looking for some nice summer clothes. So something with good natural fibers, something that's a little bit more light colored. I actually have not been here when they have like an outside market going on, so I guess we'll check that out a little bit. Currently my wallet is in one of the cruise bags. I think that's to keep me from spending so much money. You know what? Every time I see a brown skirt, I'm like, I have to rethink. I'm like, what does my closet look like right now? What am I gonna wear? What am I not gonna wear? What might I wear like a month from now, you know? I don't know what you guys look for when you go thrifting, but I definitely am. I know I'm wearing very blue colors today, but usually I'm definitely like an earth tone person. I like my browns, I like my reds and oranges. Actually, when I was a kid, I actually hated the color orange. I could not stand to look at the color orange. And then I don't know what happened in high school. My favorite shirt was basically orange. And I had thrifted it and I was like, this is like my favorite shirt. I'm gonna love this shirt for the rest of my life. And then I outgrew it and I was so sad. That's definitely the tragedy of like thrifted clothes, is that you can't go out and buy another one. It's all unique, and I think that's a really special thing about it. And of course, you know, you're taking stuff out of landfills. You're hopefully buying something that's made of quality, something that's lasted a long time. I love looking at jewelry so much. Even if sometimes I can't afford it, or like I should not be buying more jewelry, I do like looking at the jewelry. Every time I see like the short skirts, I feel like I'm missing out, because I've always been like a long skirt girly, but that's just me. I don't know how you feel about long skirts. I don't know how you feel about short skirts. Usually when I go out shopping, I also look for long sleeves, which is very strange since we live in Texas. And I don't know if anybody's looked at the weather right now while we're filming, but it's kind of raining outside. And it's always hot and it's always steamy. But you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice a little bit of sweat for the style. When I go shopping, I always have to look at the tags, because I'm a little bit of a sweaty individual. It's hard. It's so hard out here for us. And when I see things that are made of completely polyester, I unfortunately have to put them back down for the next baddie that comes through the market. But things that say 100% cotton, look at her. I hate seeing dresses like this at the market, because then I'm like, can I just keep buying more dresses that are button-ups? I don't know. I don't know how you feel about retro outfits, but I really like retro outfits. Usually when I go thrifting, I go to the places in Pasadena, and in Pasadena they have the family thrift centers that have their dollar days, where depending on the day of the week, it's how much you pay per item. Usually when I go there, it's a real big arm workout, because you're pushing the entire rack with just like your arm to look at whatever's next. And the people out there, they get crazy. I know we haven't seen any crazies yet, but people in Pasadena get fiendish over their clothing. Every time I see the purses, I also really like looking at the purses, but I know that I'm just not the type of person that uses a purse. I'm at school so much that I only ever bring my backpack. And I think that's also what makes it difficult to reason through buying certain things, because when am I gonna wear it? I'm always at school, I'm always doing something, running around. Sometimes you just can't look stylish and go to school like that. I have a friend, she dresses to the nines every single day of the week. Every time I see her, she's dressed in some incredibly elaborate outfit and looks damn near ethereal. I just can't do that every day. I think 2000s graphic tees and tanks or something else. I think we peaked as a society when we had t-shirts like this and people could walk around wearing, you know, Evanescence merch, and what's that one brand? Affliction. I've been seeing a lot of Affliction actually in Pasadena. I went to CC's Pizza with my family the other day. 13 different people in there wearing Affliction. I was incredibly surprised. I guess it's just had a really big rise in the Hispanic community, Affliction. And you know what? I'm so proud of that. More brown skirts. I really like these skirts that are just huge. Because like if you twirl, you kind of want it to flow, you know? When you do a little circle, just... Is that not like the best?
It is.
It's one of the best feelings. Right now, we're inside of Dose of Retro. And I think it's really sad that all this stuff is considered retro or like vintage, because why don't we still make stuff like this? Well, I say I don't know. We all know. It's because the companies don't make as much money using as pretty fabrics or as much fabric. I think my evolutionary biology class would be so much more lively if I could twirl around a little bit in a nice skirt. Check in on my flies for biology. Thrifting isn't just about the clothes. It's about how the clothes make you feel. Write that down. I don't own a lot of many name brand things. I think the most name brand item that I've thrifted was a vintage black label Gunny Sacks dress that I actually found at a rag house. I don't know if anybody knows what a rag house is, but it's just a warehouse with piles on piles of dead stock clothing. I should not have gone there alone, I'm not gonna lie. But I got it for like $11 with a bunch of other items. So I basically got it like included for free. I think people have definitely focused on thrifting as a means of maybe making money or looking for like holy grail items. So I think the majority of people that go thrifting, they're just looking for a little bit extra something, you know, a little something in their wardrobe, a little statement piece maybe, but doing it on a budget. Although it is mass produced nowadays, clothing is still so expensive, and it suffers a little bit on the environment to buy so many clothes so often. I love looking at dresses even though I have nowhere to wear them. I'm definitely an advocate of bringing dresses all the time back, bringing capes back. That one might be a little controversial. But I think people stopped trying in the 2000s, you know? People stopped thinking, how am I affected by what I wear? Because I don't know about you guys, but a little velvet striped vest, that makes me happy. That makes me ready to take on whatever's gonna challenge me that day. I don't know why, but my mother, when I was a child, she absolutely hated any type of animal print. Like zebra print, tiger print, cheetah print. She was like, I cannot stand it, get out of my house. But it's like, all this tiger print, all this cheetah print comes from your time. This comes from your generation. I'm sorry that you despise what you've created, you know? Okay. I feel like it's so difficult to find shorts that are like a little bit playful and not hugging your legs so much, because I feel like a lot of the shorts that I see nowadays, they're very like skin tight on the thighs, and I just want something that's a little bit loose, you know? Also, I want to say this is a very retro thing, is having the belt loops underneath the waistband, because this is back when fashion was very waist-centric.
Yeah.
And instead of having the belt loops up here, where if you had your belt on, it would sometimes overlap over the waistband, these were very waist-centric. So when you had your belt on, it would hug here, and it would keep your waistband completely straight. Your waistband would be fine, it would be unaffected, and it would help with the overall, I guess, dimensions of your outfit, the proportions, and it just helps keep everything separate. Usually when I test if pants are gonna fit me, I do the internet thing where you wrap them around your neck. If the waist is right here, if the waist is right here, well, the waist is here, where they would rest is about, guys, I think these are gonna fit. I think they're gonna fit, and I think these are so cute. A nice little light wash jean, little different color blocks, they got the stripes, they got it all. Little emblem up there. I don't know. I actually have not seen this brand before, so I don't know how reputable it is. I don't know how popular it is, but I think that's a little bit of a find. I think that's cute. Thank you for watching. This has been Coog's Thrifting, and just come on down to the Montrose Market. They're open every Sunday from 12 p.m. And you know, you never know what you're gonna find. You might find some nice shorts, you might find a nice skirt or 2 or 3. But yeah, thank you for watching. We hope to see you next time.